Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Land Play Slay the Spire. Hey, we did, I mean, we didn't play, did we play the 25th? Was that our good one? Dude, okay, we came 236 on the 25th, that's not bad at all. Got some great tips from people, one of which is, hey, don't worry so much about Pauper, which is when you get no rares. Rares in particular can really help you get a perfect, and I think like one perfect or two perfects counters the Pauper bonus. So obviously if you can get all of it, then more power to you, but for us, I think that's a great piece of advice. Today, with a defect, shiny, so let's not even sweat the rares, man, because like we'd have to get rid of like 11. Red cards, which are ironclad cards, appear in shops, and binary card rewards only contain 2 choices. I do like playing as the defect. You know this strat here. Ironclad cards is nice too. We want question marks. We want elites. I see a good question mark elite path. It starts here and it goes do. Maybe not as many question marks as I'd like, but I think it's as many elites as we can get. Now this is an interesting, it's an interesting start. I think you just gotta play Rainbow, honestly. I don't even want to play Berserk because Berserk is, it gives us vulnerable. Wait, so we have 33 cards? Oh, we get one of every rare card from the Ironclad as well. Okay, that's interesting. I have no idea if it's good, but it's certainly interesting. Remove all your orbs, gain 1, and draw 1 card for each one. Yeah, but what if we have, like, no other attacks there? So let's start with the reboot. And then I'm like, if you could just seek Immolate? Like, I think that... Oh. But feed... Look, I think because you get a bonus... Yeah, that was the right play. You get a bonus if you get, like, more HP. Whirlwind is just a gimme. Like, that's... We need some AoE. Dead Branch, that's going to be interesting. I don't mind the curses. We've already got a 36-card deck. We really want to not take so much damage. Brutality at the start of your turn. You know, I think we just play our Fiend Fire. Just to be straight up with you. See what it gives us in hand. We can reinforce body already, which is pretty sick. Recursion, yeah, I think we just reinforce body, take 1 damage. This is quite a dynamic challenge so far, quite difficult. And I'm now, can I tell you something insane? Like, this might be idiotic, but rather than kill you, I'm like, why don't we try to kill you with feed? As ridiculous as it may sound... And it may be that ridiculous, because, like, look at what I'm doing here to make it happen. I'm still, like, maybe it's the right play. Hold on, I think I want to, like, get you there. Let's channel a Plasma. I was going to exhume a, Echo Form. I don't think that's necessary. Really just fishing for feed. Oh my god, we actually got it. I don't know if that's worth it. Remember, we're going to take a lot of cards here. But that's one engine that I'm happy that I kind of figured out, because I'm not totally sure that everybody's going to come to that conclusion. I think you need a unique kind of idiocy to get there, which I'm very good at generating for myself. We didn't discard a feed, did we? No. Just give me dark, it's good here. The more the merrier. I don't know if there's any way that we can just get feed into our deck. Like, Seek, obviously, is what I'm looking for more than anything else, but... Let's exhaust. Meteor Strike, and then I'm like... Play a Force Field, play an Echo Form. Why are we doing this? Because I'm insane, okay? It's 8:40 a.m. on a Monday. And I'm out here like, you know what? You know what would really hit the spot right now? Retaining my hand 2 times. But having a just ridiculous daily where we do something like that and we get feed to pop again. Again, I would like to make it make you well aware of the fact I have no idea long term if this is gonna do anything for us. If this will be enough to maybe elevate us in the standards a little bit, I don't know. But I'll tell you, I don't want double Berserk. Well, then what are we going to play for a double? I mean, double Immolate is okay, but maybe we can double up on like one of these. Shuffle 3 random skills into your draw pile. Sure, why? Oh my god, what the heck is going on? All right, remember, we're trying the perfect. I hate to do it. You should play it. I mean, it doesn't weaken you. Let's put it that way. Then you can get a brutality out there. Meteor Strike gives you a crap ton of plasma, man. I kind of just like don't want you to wake up. We don't retain our hand this time, huh? We've got good enough attacks. I think you got to use them. Which means really we should have used them earlier, but so be it. So I'm kind of hoping we can go maybe infinite here. And I think it might be sort of possible. Like, check this out, okay? I think you can I think you play an Equilibrium just to make sure you don't take damage. Then you recycle a Demon Form. We shouldn't need it over such a small battle. We can channel a Dark Orb for energy. Use Fission to get a lot of draw. We don't need to play Battle Trance yet. We can play Storm for some extra power. Like, this is so overkill. And yet, I'm like, it's kind of sick. So far, kind of sick. Now, we can attack with everything. I don't think we have any zero-cost cards. We'll Immolate for sure. Hyper Beam? Yeah, I bet we kill you next turn. We didn't really need the orbs, I think. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Definitely should have just played a double feed. 8 damage. Man, that's a bummer, because like I think I can't kill you with feed. I think I gotta kill you with the bludgeon, but at least we got a perfect. I think the orbs are quite nice. So this is going well. It's just it's confusing, to put it politely. It's a little confusing. I think we will always play Offering for now. 32 damage is a darn dream come true. And you know what? You lose HP. There's not much you can do about that. Actually, there's exactly one thing you can do about that. That's more for survival than any point-based thing. I really like a Fiend Fire to start because it works really well with the branch, too. Then look at this, okay? So can we kill you? No. Well, no. But for 3 energy, we can absolutely kill you. Or we could have played Buffer. We really want to get Self-Repair. More reboots, please. Self-Repair would really hit the spot. So, I think an Apotheosis in the deck is just good, full stop. We don't see anything that we already have in our deck. I don't want to remove anything. I think maybe, like, Bag of Marbles gives us a better chance of perfects. The Spoon is interesting, but I kind of like our cards being exhausted. Oddly Smooth Stone is just legitimately nice. Keep in mind, we got a perfect on our first Elite fight. Oh, baby. Ooh. Well, Impervious, when upgraded, does not cost less. That's correct. Otherwise, I would be like Apotheosis Impervious, but I think what we gotta do instead is just, I mean, seeing if there's another way. I think you just play Impervious and then... Oh, Bloodletting actually lets you get out of this one. Let's put on... I mean, Apotheosis is so good, just in general. Obviously, like, none of these do anything for us right now, but, you know, just get it out there. It's all about healing at this point. So I think if you just recycle a Thunder Strike, this is going to kill you. However, I mean, you know already what I'm going to say. If I could avoid killing you to get a feed to pop, that's it's a little much, I think. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind, but let's upgrade. And I'm a big believer in upgrading Apotheosis. Then if we ever make it in our hand to begin with, we'll be happy, I think. Core Surge is quite nice, but if we could maybe gain some energy, draw a card, get some exhaust, then we can seek. At this point, honestly, for me, I'm like seeking, feed is obviously great, but like, there's so many different things we could have done. Like, we could have, sought bludgeon and just killed you. But I'm waiting for feed, as crazy as it sounds. I bet I can play something to do 16 damage to you. Absolute. Well, you know what? Actually, hold on. A little doom and gloom. You're at 18. Distilled Chaos? My god. I almost don't believe it. Give me Warcry. I think we have those in our deck already. Okay, this is a problem. AoE is not a strong suit for us. Electrodynamics is a great card, though. But you can recycle Creative AI. Play Electrodynamics. There's no need to play Impervious. This shouldn't count as a not perfect. I'm stunned at how well I think we're doing right now. Now, notice I did use what I would describe as very deliberate phrasing there. Okay, hold on. 24 damage to all enemies. Won't quite kill you. Start here. And then, like, feed is great, but 40 damage to all enemies, also great. So I'm not saying we are doing well, but I think... I mean, this is good, but... why not? I'm not saying we are doing well, but in my head, I feel like we're doing fantastically right now. You're doing 13 damage. As long as we preserve one energy, like, we're totally fine. Draw a card, put something else... Yeah, why don't you go get on the top of my deck, see if I care. I think I'm going to amplify a buffer. That preserves a buffer. I think you play Apotheosis. It's just like, I mean, when in doubt, if you're not going to end the fight immediately, playing Apotheosis seems to be for the best. We still have buffers here, so I think you start with something like this. We can play one of these, or actually that was two of them. I mean, we need to draw feed on this turn if we're going to make it work. Here's what I'm going to say, okay? Anytime you see me doing something and you're like, why would he do that? I just want you to believe that the reason we're doing it, whether or not this is true, I can't say, okay? But I want you to believe that we're doing it for feed purposes. I'm trying to play, like, exhaustible cards here. Because, I mean, we have a buffer. You know what? Play your Berserk, then. Or we don't have we have a buffer, not an artifact. But I'm still happy with this. We're trying to draw feed. It totally worked. If you ever see me make a stupid play, I want you to believe that we're doing it because feed exists. Is it the case? No, I think very rarely. Very rarely will it be the case, but on the other hand, that is what I want you to believe. Originally, I was going to play Corruption, but I actually think that I could be persuaded to be a Barricade Lord. We'll see. A perfect is so important, right? It's more important than just about anything else here. Let's pop... Let's start with cool-headed. Then we'll pop this. You're doing 36 damage. Literally gets us to 37. 39. Shows what I know. Oh, because of gold-plated cables. Okay, fair enough. I was right in some ways. So let's get this going. All right, this is good stuff. We definitely want Core Surge for the artifact. Then Bias Cognition so we don't actually lose the focus. Brutality because we're getting the full HP after this anyway. We could probably exhume a zero-cost card, right? Yeah, like we could exhume a... I mean, we could exhume a fission. I think we should. Like, this block will carry over anyway. Another cool-headed is quite nice. I think we'll reboot again. Then we can recycle a Thunder Strike. I mean, this is getting a little silly. Just try to do some damage, I guess. I thought about it like a multicast, because this would give us so much block, and then it would bring back multicast anyway, but I mean, I don't have a good answer for why we didn't do that. It's just, like, absurd, I guess. Electrodynamics is good, but I think Juggernaut here, every time we gain block, dealing extra damage, like, we're gaining so much block every turn. I'm totally lost, for the record, on where we're at with this deck, and I'm also totally okay with that. Like, it doesn't actually bother me at all. Because I think I get the general gist of it. Like, we might not be playing with 100% like this is exactly what you should be doing at all times. But I think we're getting up to something. Like, look at that. That was an extremely solid turn. We still got 3 energy. It's like we got another turn. Recycle your creative AI. Put a Meteor Strike out there. We haven't played Feed yet, by the way, so there is a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Look, I don't know, man. Like, this is... Are you dead? Like, you should be dead, right? 32 damage. You're gonna die to the lightning anyway. All right. We want to still try to get this speed run if possible here. Give me an exhume. Cursed Key, I think, like, nothing even comes close. Well, that was a great proof of concept. Lots of question marks and an elite. 1, 2, 3 elites. This is a great section, man, I think. Early electrodynamics would really hit the spot here. Wow, we actually got it. So we'll play electrodynamics. I think we'll recycle, like, a demon form. Shouldn't be necessary. Really, just, like, the more orbs we can, like, you know, get out there, the happier we're gonna be, I think. Okay. This seems like a really strong run. You know, well, who would have thought? No, thank you. We want that max HP because it's worth points. Why not? You know, transform, like, is there a card we haven't really wanted to play? Maybe, like, machine learning becomes a skim? I think that's a huge positive. But what I was going to say is, who would have thought that having every rare card in the game is actually good, Forehead? I think this is an easy one. You seek, and you might say Apotheosis, but I'm a Core Surge, and then get Bias Cognition out there. And then, I mean, you could exhume, seek, hold on, I'm starting to figure it out. Then you seek something like Recycle. You can overclock, and then recycle something like a Meteor Strike. Okay. And now I'm like, this might not kill you. And in fact, I think it's kind of better if it doesn't. But you're dead to lightning. Okay, so what are we looking for? You don't need me to answer that question, really, do you? Do you really need me to answer that question? If that had been Feed, I would have lost my mind. We're almost at 50 cards. It's a great deck. We need a self-repair just for, like, our own survival purposes. Everything else, like, we do want more relics. That's been a problem for us if we can get some more relics. But apart from that, loving it, man. Remember, you want perfects. So I think you definitely play an impervious. And then you probably just follow it with, like, an immolate. 41. You're doing what? Well, in this case, I think you save a potion. There's no reason to use either of the potions if we're not taking damage. This should be an easy perfect. It should still be an easy perfect. It was an easy perfect. Regal Pillow. Could be helpful. More exhumes. I don't know if you get the collector bonus for rare cards, but you might. Self-repair. Good card. Good card. I don't really mind the Snecko Eye debuff here. We got a lot of, like, expensive cards. I don't think it's a debuff at all. 15 damage. Well. Meteor Strike. Pretty sick right out the gates. Bludgeon. Pretty sick right out the gates. If we want to perfect you, we play the Impervious. We didn't have to because, you know, you're not an elite, but still for the best, I think. I think you definitely immolate. We have so much energy because of our plasma. This is... Do we have an exhaustible? We don't. We don't have any exhaustible cards. Wait, that Core Surge is exhaustible. This will give us some block, but, like, it's not enough, man. 3? We're gonna take damage. I'm okay with it. It's better to save the potions for the next fight. It's also, like, you know, dare I say, it gives us a chance to look for feed. I'm overpaying. Like, this is a drastic overpay. We could have fissioned there, too. I bet we would have gotten it. Give me another clothesline. We can now smith cards. Again, I don't think it's, like, that important. Maybe, like, if we get Whirlwind turn 1, we'd be happy to have it. Like a Gurya or something like that would be swell. Toy Ornithopter is free HP. These guys are probably, like, the easiest elites down here. I think I'm going to start with Distilled Chaos. I did see that we got a Barricade out of that. We also drew double energy. Okay. Which then allows us to play a Meteor Strike. Which did not do what I thought it would do. Hold on. Ritual gives strength every turn. Okay, so I mean I could feed off you, but like I wanna preserve our energy so we can get a block if necessary. This is unexhaustible, which is very nice. We do not appear to be able to get a block. But if we channel a lightning, we'll get energy. That energy gives us energy. I'm like, there's no exhaustible? Whenever you play a skill exhausted? But I can't play the skill for 0. This is gonna do nothing for us, man. Well, I'm gonna take a hit. I'm disappointed in myself. I think we definitely could have set that up better. I think we kind of got a little screwed. But not so screwed that I can really be upset about it. Okay, so we got a lot of great stuff going on here. What do we like? Why don't you just give me some extra energy to begin with? Bias Cognition is good. I always prefer, if possible, to get some draw out of it. Or to get the artifact first, I should say. Let's do... No 0-cost cards. Let's do a rainbow, then. We're really trying to get something off of... well, we have Barricade, so we can play that. We're trying to get something off of our off of our exhaust triggers. Well, I think we will play that then, unfortunately. I'm not disappointed. I mean, disappointed, yes I am. But I'm not like I'm not unbelievably upset about how this one has gone down. I think I just made a modest mistake when it comes to our arithmetic for blocking. And it, usually, like, my energy starts to flag a little bit here, and I start to go like, you know, like, I'm not even gonna do the math anymore, but we should really keep doing the math. Man, I wish Fission was upgraded. Do we have 0 cost cards in here? Like, I feel like this should be the end of this fight. Let's do Fission. I don't mind losing the offering. We can recycle something that we don't need, like Corruption. Now we got a ton of energy. Pummel, not a great card for us right now, obviously. I think it's always going to be nice to have Impervious. Even though it's overkill, like if this fight goes on a little longer, I think we'll be happy. You know what? Go ahead and give me that vulnerability. Just, it's really more than anything else, so we can just get it out of hand. 1 energy to exhaust the card appeals to me greatly. Now we'll get it going. Okay, so now we're the next phase of the turn. Do we like Apotheosis? In general, absolutely. Double energy doesn't really do enough for us here. I think you can actually bring back Fission. I mean, this is now getting a little crazy. Fission gives us 3 energy. Okay. Let's get an Apotheosis out there now. We can play another Berserk, I suppose. And then reboot everything. Or Glacier's good, but I think we can go for something a little bit more potent at this point. Blood for Blood is free. Warcry, you can just dump a Doubt. We don't want to play Feed here. But we can do something like that. Okay. Didn't quite finish it off, but feeling okay about that. Start me with a Skim. I'm gonna... I mean, Bludgeon's just pretty good. I guess we're gonna hope for like a Seek, and then if we can... Or an Exhume, or I don't know. A Headbutt maybe we could bring back. It literally doesn't matter. We're not gonna get there. Just play your Immolate. We're taking a little bit too long. Just for fun. Inflame is good, but I want Warcries to get a collector bonus, perhaps. And now, like, let's learn from our mistakes. Let's play Corrupted. You know, we can get a lot out of this. Whenever you play a power, draw a card. Let's put like a Thunderstrike up on top here. I think we got to reboot. We're really fishing for something that gives us extra energy. I wouldn't be surprised if we get there, by the way. We're filling our deck, of course, with pure garbage as well. But so be it. It's a tough call, right? Like I mean, I guess we could always take a reboot and then just cycle through like whatever annoyances we might come across. Which, oh, that's exactly what we're looking for. Literally, like anything that gives us energy. More than... Oh, we could have gone a lot further. That's my mistake. Okay. Yes. Limit Break's fine. Demon form is substantially better than fine, obviously. Let's exhaust this wound. No idea what I'm doing. Anybody else have no idea what they're doing, or just me? Remember when I said, like, the most important thing for us was to, like, maybe go a little faster? You know, on the bright side, we did do 9 times 15 damage to finish that off. I think that's a good sign for our future. Apparition, I'm sure, is great for perfects. It takes a little playing around. I think I will recycle a demon form. I would love to get the perfect here, man. What do we need? 32 block? I don't think we're gonna get there. $28 block? Yeah, well, you know, we just... we need the... Isn't there a card that allows you to... it's a... You start with it as the defect. It's like an innate card. You draw... a block on the first turn? Or am I... Maybe I'm insane? We only have 9 damage coming out here. Well, there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Hold on, I just had a message to check there. Okay, well, you know what? For all of my idiocy on this run, maybe I'm not as stupid as I thought I was. Because would a stupid guy do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. And look at this. I would feel very redeemed if we could just kill the boss without getting hit. But I'm also realizing the odds of this are not good. However, you know what the odds are great of? Seek, exhume, hold on, exhume, feed, get fed upon. I will do whatever it takes. Exhume, feed. Okay, we didn't get a perfect, but we did gain a lot of HP. We can add a headbutt in here. I don't know how much the HP bonus is worth, but I think it might be less than a perfect, but I'm happy nonetheless. So you can always play this for free because Fission will then hit off of it. And getting Meteor Strike out there is always, like, tempting. It's just a question of whether or not we want to play Offering. And I think I do. That's it, huh? I think I do, because we're going to rest before our boss fight. Like, the thicker our deck gets, the less interesting it is for us to... Hold on. I'm like, this is another, like, double feed situation, man. The thicker our deck gets, like, the less interesting it is for us to upgrade cards. And the better it is for us to... just rest instead. Sorry. Psychologically, I've done too much arithmetic for 9 a.m. on a Monday. Gain 1 strength every turn is so good. Thorns, I think we could dump the thorns for a fire potion. This is the exact card I was talking about, boot sequence. We're gonna rest just to make sure we're safe. And then please, an early core surge would really hit the spot. This is not a great first turn. I don't really feel like I can play Biased Cognition yet. This is a horrible first turn. I think that's where we gotta leave it, but... Remove all block from enemies. We got 32 block required here. We don't need feed right now. I know it's coming back on our next draw, but... Okay, we need 27 block. Still a long way to go. We have to try like a corruption deck here, I think. So skills will be exhausted, but they'll also come back with exhume. Boot sequence. Okay, we're getting some block. Have you noticed? Many people are saying it. I think we will amplify a metallicize. That now takes us to 20 block. I think we should have popped this last turn. And then I'm just like, if we get insanely lucky, I'm just thinking. I'm gonna try something absurd, okay? I'm gonna pop our strength potion. I still don't think we can get there, man. If this hits you 3 times... I forgot we had the double tap, man. I think we possibly could have gotten there. I think instead our perfect's done, so I'm not going to use the fire potion. Yeah, it's painful. I mean, life goes on, right? But it does hurt. No need really to play Reaper. I think seeking an apotheosis is always gonna slap for you. And now, like, the thing is, I really put this one down as like our first turn screwed us a little bit. It's not a colossal screw, you know, it's not like we're gonna lose as a result of that, but I do think we lost our perfect pretty much entirely as a result of that. 13 block already exists. I mean, you're in a world of hurt then. Get 2 energy off of that. Force field is free. Thunderclap costs 1, keeps your vulnerability stretching out there. I'm gonna hit you hard. I know our strength is not like that amazing. I mean, this is getting wild. I would very much enjoy, I was just gonna say, getting some extra energy. Now we got Barricade going out here. I really don't see the need to play like a buffer. Let's reboot, see if we can get you. All would be forgiven if I could just feed. Just a wafer thin feed would really hit the spot right now. 3 energy? I don't think it's gonna happen, man. Still very good. Oh, you know what? It could happen. Oh, you're lucky. Even with the fire potion, it won't get us there. But all we need is a seek, which I think we can exhume. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I think you exhume, seek. Keep in mind you're going to get a bunch of cards out of this as well. Then we play seek and take feed. There is no feed. They're all in my discard pile. Okay, then we'll seek and take seek and reboot. I don't know what I'm doing. Now I'm like, okay, the next step, reboot. And we're just trying to get ourselves to a feed somehow. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I think we just did it. That's comical. Just take one more attack alongside it, just to make sure we can get there. So our body slam does 114 damage. We'll probably, like, chill on that for now. I'm not trying to, like, you know, end the man's, you know, existence to that ridiculous extent. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure he goes down. I don't want his ancestors to feel the pain. We'll take another buffer. We do like potions, honestly. I think we just take Slaver's Collar. We're at 38 minutes. We're not... I think I'm going to try to rush down this speed run, man. I still think we can do it. Don't panic. I see 1, 2 on the left. I see question marks and 2 on the right. So we're going to start here. So I think don't think about things as much as we used to think about things. Head empty. Now, can we finish this floor in 7 minutes? If we're being honest, that seems like a bit optimistic. What have I done? I don't know what's happening. I do know I'm not taking... Oh, right. Yeah, we can keep playing. Oh, we got to retain our hand, though. Right. Oh, my God. We have feed. Okay. Core Surge. Maybe an Exhume. I don't know what I'm doing with this, man. Just Exhume a Fission. Like, you know you could do something with that. You get it out there. Exhaust the card. Sure, why not exhaust the burn? Then you're going to add it. You don't even need to do all this, man. You got this double tap feed just sitting there burning a hole in your pocket. More Battle Trances. Just give me one colorless card. I think either of those would actually be fantastic. Remember, you don't have to perfect anything but the actual, you know, final boss. And the elites on the way. Basically, I don't know what I'm talking about. But you already knew that. There's no such thing as a coincidence, but you already knew that. Your thoughts shape your reality. I don't remember the rest of the quote. I'm going to seek an exhume. I'm going to exhume a feed. I'm going to use this potion to make sure feed actually works. My god. Again, I think you get a little bit of extra HP, or a little bit of extra pointage for every HP that you get. So I think we're closing in on something useful here. Probably could have killed you this turn, but it requires math, and I'm not feeling that right now. I can just hit you with one of those. We had a buffer up anyway. Okay, weak potion, quite nice. I can't believe, is that our first ball lightning? I think, as good as a rare relic would be, I think we have to do this. And if we have 1,400 gold. Normality sucks pretty bad. But I think we'll probably be fine. I don't think we're going to get duplicates of any of this stuff, but we'll just treat it like that for now. Or not duplicates, but quadruplicates. I don't even know if that's an expression that makes any sense, but you don't have to apotheosis here. I was just waiting for something like a double tap, and like, I mean, this is an extremely great start. We'll treat that as a perfect. Give me an entrench, and then bottled lightning is such a spicy one here. I think you're gonna love the apotheosis, and that was kind of just like a snap pick there, but I do stand by it, I think. Obviously, being able to seek like a whirlwind would also be nice, but keep in mind the apotheosis also gives us like early guaranteed draw. Like there's a lot to like there, I think. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just getting ready to seek. And now I'm like, I'm a believer in the whirlwind. I'm surprised how fast that happened, but... I'm trying to find a way to get some energy, because we did have that feed card. We could double our energy from 0 to 0. Okay. I mean, this is a great time to stall for feed if we can get it. Buffer is like... nobody cares at all. $13 damage. Okay, I mean, this should be a gimme, right? You can even just seek out, like, a double tap. You could even, like, you could seek out, like, a double tap or so. You know what? You could seek out a double tap. There it is. And maybe a Master of Strategy just for fun. You could double tap this feed, and then it doesn't do quite enough damage, which is fine. And then you're just gonna... we're gonna kill you, but I'm upset with myself. See, that's a situation where I think doing the math would have been advisable. Gremlin Horn's nice. Even on this boss, Gremlin Horn's nice. Special Relic is very good. Alright, we're fairly unlikely to perfect you on turn 1. On the other hand, you know, I'll admit you never know. Okay, Barricade is just... this deck, I mean, it just goes to show you how transformative rare cards are. Like, this deck has everything. It just like... Hold on, I need to think for a second. I'm going to take a Core Surge so that I can play... there it is. So I can play the Lack of Focus. I don't really think we need an Exhume or anything like that. We just get away with, like, you know, almost anything. But, like, there's such genre... Oh, that's not... I'm actually dumb. I went through that whole situation while people were probably going, oh, no, 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 no. And then there's not even, like, any reason to hold this stuff right now. What are you doing, man? This is the telltale example of a brain that needs a breakfast sandwich right now. That's what's happening. Just needs a breakfast sandwich. Breakfast sandwich, I'll be alright. Okay, whenever you gain block, deal damage, and then literally just start playing your entire deck. Get this garbage out of here, and then immediately return that garbage to me. Thank you. Rainbow is free, and then you fission it, and it's even more free. And then, I don't know, like, why not amplify, like, an Echo Form while you're here? You can literally play whatever you want. We have so many buffers up. What would hit the spot, though, is, like, at some point, if we could do some damage. This is going to be a huge play with Juggernaut. 54. Okay, this will do 43, and then we feed on you. Okay, it was a perfect plus a feed. I still don't really know what's happening, but that's okay. I think we got 760. Status cards can be played. We're just going to buy up all the relics, and the reason for that is to make sure we have enough relics to get the greedy bonus, or whatever the heck it's called. You can only play 3 cards this turn. Just gonna smack you. How about that? Normality is the only thing, and it wouldn't even ruin our run, I think, at this point, but normality is like the only thing that could ruin our perfect for sure. And it absolutely could. So we just play anything that's exactly what we're looking for, like anything that allows us to put up as much block as possible and then just maybe hit you one time. We could fairly easily just play nothing this turn, but... And you know what? You're gonna add a curse to my deck. My god, the man's a genius. At some point, we're gonna hit you. I know what's gonna happen. We're not there yet. At some point, it will happen. I mean, Juggernaut is like... It's a beauty, man. 36 block, goes up to 40. We're gonna start just generating off of, like, almost everything. We got a great setup here. I mean, now, like, I'm reaching the point where, despite having played like a fool, I'm definitely looking at this and I'm saying ridiculous things in my head. I'm saying things like, if you've ever lost this daily, like, you gotta uninstall the... It's turning me toxic. I don't want to be toxic sometimes. I wish we... Well, you know, I was going to say I wish we didn't have pain, but that problem got solved pretty easily by just drawing a card that makes it so we can't play any more cards. I think I'm just going to hit you with a double tap clothesline, and we're just going to wait for feed now. Never mind, you're dead because of Juggernaut. I'm stupid. Another shop. Well, I think we'll just send it. Why not? Okay, these guys... It shouldn't be too bad. We could remove like a curse from the deck, but again, that's minus points, so it's not on my list of things I would be happy to see. Apotheosis right off the bat is a gimme. I would say early on, I wouldn't mind fishing for like a barricade. An Echo Form is good enough though. And we have a weak potion, we have a block potion if necessary. Block potion works a little bit better once we get barricade, but... Yo, pretty good first turn. If we could just get some... If we could get like an X-cost card, like a Whirlwind, for example. Do we have any zero-cost cards? We do have an Exhume that could hit a double energy, but that's not really that relevant. Let's get ready to... So we're putting something on top of our deck. Let's bring back a Shrug It Off. Might as well entrench, I suppose. Oh, it doesn't exhaust it. Oh, well. I'm hoping we can maybe get something a little bit more dramatic here. Like to get... This is kind of exactly what I'm getting at, to get the engine started. Now we have 28 energy, and I would say the engine has begun. 28... 29 times 8... is 160 plus 54 is like 214 damage, so it probably kills you. I think you just do it. Oh, we don't have electrodynamics, so this was actually just stupid. Good damage, don't get me wrong, but it's not. It's going to spread it out. It's not going to do it to both of the enemies. Still, I actually can't be mad. Let's get Parasite up there for now. I think we will fission. I thought it would give us our energy back. My mistake. Oh my god, we got out of it. I can't believe it. We don't really want to amplify anything, though. I'm like, you know, are there any skills we could play? Though, yeah, but they won't exhaust. You know what? I'm just gonna hit you here, and I'm gonna consider that like a botched chance for us to go infinite, but still pretty good. Now, similarly here, I think if you just exhume yourself an offering, oh right, it gets played twice. That's even better, honestly. And this is a very nice setup that we got here. And we're pretty much just gonna send it. We do need to get to 26 block, but we only need to get to 26 block if well, we can actually play that. Look at that. We only need to get to 26 block if or 38 block if the Deca actually lives, which I think is somewhat unlikely. I'm imagining that we're bringing something back here. That's my hunch. I don't know. Is there an exhume in here? I see an exhume. I'm a simple man. Like an exhume into double energy, into 20, into 180 damage whirlwind. All right. I think we did pretty well. We threw a perfect or two away. We got a lot of. We had 1227. We got a lot of HP. Let's take a look at the screen. We haven't even unlocked everything as the defect yet. So, we got 2 perfects on bosses, 5 perfects on elites, 5 curses got us there. Max HP got increased by 30 plus. Hey, look at that. We had a lot of money, which gives us... Or we collected a lot of money, which gave us an extra 25 points. Yet another reason to take that 999 normality event. We did get Speedster because we finished in under 60 minutes. I mean, I feel like that was the best played strategic daily I've ever done. Now, we're not on the front. In fact, hey, you know what, though? We're 225, and it's almost like we're close to the end of the day. I feel pretty good about that. For now, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support on the Slay the Spire videos as we've been making them. I hope you enjoy them. Appreciate your support. Click the like button, tell your friends, and come watch twitch.tv/NorthernLion. I'm live every weekday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a good time. Follow and hang out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.